Welcome to the Binge, the show where we binge on anything and everything. TV shows, movies, books, hobbies, obscure historical facts, snack foods, you name it, we'll devour it with unhealthy levels of enthusiasm. I'm your host, and each week I'll be your guide down the rabbit hole of obsessive consumption. So buckle up, clear your schedule, and prepare to say goodbye to your free time. You've officially entered the Binge Zone.
It's the Binge Podcast where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast. Come join us fast.
And now, it's time for a segment where I get something off my chest. I like to call it The Rant. Today's target, the weather.
Cast anthem, daily grind. Thoughts unleashed, no place to hide. Passion storming every mind. Tune in, tune out, tonight we ride.
I've had it. I've simply fucking had it with the weather. This celestial cock up, this meteorological middle finger we're all forced to endure. Now I know what you're gonna say. Oh, the weather. What's wrong with the weather? It's just the fucking weather, and that's precisely the goddamn problem, isn't it? It's always just the weather, as if that dismissive little word somehow absolves it of all its sins. It's this omnipresent, unavoidable thing that we're all supposed to politely endure like bad plumbing, a persistent cough, or unsolicited advice from relatives who've clearly had too much sherry. But I'm here to tell you, the weather is a menace. It's not some benign background noise. It's a global conspiracy orchestrated by forces we can't even comprehend. Probably grumpy gods or bored aliens to make our lives as consistently uncomfortable as humanly possible. It's a cosmic middle finger, that's what it is. A giant, swirling, unpredictable fuck you written across the sky. Take nice weather, for instance. What in the unholy fuck is nice weather anyways? Is it the kind of day where you're simultaneously sweating your balls off and shivering like a goddamn chihuahua left out in the snow? Where the sun is trying to give you a tan, turning you into a lobster, while a rogue gust of wind, clearly with a personal vendetta against you, is trying to steal your goddamn hat and send it tumbling into the nearest filthy puddle? Because that's what nice seems to mean these days. It's a goddamn meteorological oxymoron, a cruel joke played upon us by the elements. And don't even get me started on rain. Oh, rain, that relentless, monotonous drumming on the roof that turns every sidewalk into a goddamn slip and slide, a treacherous obstacle course designed to test our balance and our patience. It's not romantic, people. It's inconvenient. It's nature's way of reminding us that it's still in charge, that we're just tiny, insignificant creatures at its mercy, and it finds our carefully laid plans utterly hilarious. You try having a picnic in that shit. You try going to work in that shit without looking like a drowned cat. Then there's snow. Oh look, it's snowing. The optimists chirp, those deluded fools. It's so beautiful, they exclaim, as they're digging their cars out from under a 3-foot drift, their fingers about to fucking fall off from frostbite, their backs screaming in protest. Snow is not beautiful. It's frozen water. It's the reason we own 10 different kinds of shovels, each more useless than the last, and spend half the year looking like abominable snowmen waddling around in layers of clothes, cursing our existence. And don't even get me started on black ice, the devil's own sidewalk, a treacherous, invisible layer of pure evil designed to send us sprawling on our asses. And the transitions, spring, that tease of mild temperatures and blooming flowers, that fleeting moment of hope, inevitably followed by a surprise blizzard that wipes out all the goddamn daffodils, leaving us with a landscape of despair and frozen disappointment. Autumn, the brief, glorious interlude of colorful leaves, a cruel taunt of beauty, immediately preceding the descent into months of gray skies, chapped lips, and the kind of soul-crushing cold that makes you question your life choices, your sanity, and the very fabric of reality. I propose we, as a civilization, take a stand. We rise up against this tyranny of the elements. We demand consistency. We demand predictability. We demand weather that makes sense. Or, failing that, at least weather that doesn't actively try to ruin our goddamn day, our week, our entire goddamn year. Is that too much to fucking ask? the English language. It's a glorious, baffling, infuriating, and occasionally hilarious mess. A linguistic hodgepodge built up over the centuries by a bunch of drunk sailors, invading armies, and poets with a penchant for making shit up. Here are 10 things about it that make me want to scream into a pillow.
Top 10 time, it's the thrill of the night. Rankings up high, feeling safe right. Listening close, get ready to climb. We're counting it down, it's top 10 time.
1. Irregular verbs. Who the fuck decided that go should become went in the past tense? And don't even get me started on be, the linguistic shapeshifter. It's like trying to nail jelly to a wall, this shit is. 2. Silent letters. Why is there a K in knife, but not in NIFE? What's the point of the B in subtle? Are these letters just hanging around to mock us? It's a goddamn conspiracy, I'll tell you. 3. Homophones. There, and there. To, and to. These words sound the same, but have completely different meanings, and they're a minefield for even the most seasoned writer. You'd think that after 1,000 years, we could have sorted this shit out. 4. Contronyms. Words that can mean the opposite of themselves, like cleave, to split apart, or cling together, and fast, quick, or immobile. It's enough to make your head spin. What a load of bollocks. 5. The Oxford comma. The most contentious punctuation mark in the English language. People will fight you tooth and nail over whether it should be included in a list. It's a comma, for fuck's sake, not a declaration of war. 6. I before E, except after C. A rule that's so frequently violated, it's practically useless. Weird, C's, height. The English language basically throws this rule out the window whenever it feels like it. What a load of crap. 7. Regional dialects. The fact that people can live just a few hundred miles apart and speak completely different versions of English. You go up north and they're saying, "Howay, man." And down south, it's like, "Y'all right?" It's like visiting another country. 8. The sheer number of words. English has hundreds of thousands of words, many of them with overlapping meaning, subtle nuances, and obscure origins. It's a glorious treasure trove, sure, but also a fucking nightmare for anyone trying to learn the language. 9. Spelling. English spelling is a chaotic mess, a Frankenstein's monster cobbled together from various historical influences and haphazard pronunciations. You could spell the word fish as goatee if you were feeling particular perverse, GH as in tough, O as in woman, T as in nation. It's a wonder anyone learns to read at all. 10. The fact that it's constantly evolving. Just when you think you've got a handle on the English language, some new slang term pops up, some old word changes its meaning, and the whole thing starts to shift again. It's like trying to hold on to a greased pig, this fucking language. That has been your top 10 list. Let's talk about socks, shall we? Of all the delightfully quirky things humanity has ever invented, socks have to be right up there with the spork in the self-checkout line as a prime example of why the heck did anyone think this was such a brilliant idea. It's a question that has warmed the hearts of philosophers and tickled the fancies of scientists for centuries, I'm sure. Though I suspect most of those scientists were far more concerned with, curing diseases and splitting the atom, they probably still had a soft spot in their hearts for a good pair of woolies. I mean, seriously, socks. What are they? They're these utterly essential fabric tubes that we're incredibly fortunate enough to be able to pull over our feet every day. And for what? To protect them? Exactly. From the cold, from blisters, from the general unpleasantness of walking around barefoot in a world filled with, let's face it, some pretty questionable surfaces. You ever try to walk across a freshly mopped floor in bare feet? It's a recipe for disaster. And don't even get me started on the exquisite feeling of putting on a fresh, clean pair of socks. It's like a warm hug for your feet, a tiny slice of heaven. And the variety. My God, the variety. It's not enough that we get to wear these things. We also get to choose from a dazzling array of colors, patterns, and lengths. Ankle socks, crew socks, knee-high socks, which, let's be honest, can be quite fetching. Argyle socks, a timeless classic. Striped socks, novelty socks with hilarious cartoon characters, or even better, those hilarious sayings on them. It's a goddamn celebration of individuality for your feet, and who wouldn't want that? It's like someone decided to take the already wonderful concept of socks and then inject it with a potent dose of fun. Then there's the mystery of their disappearance. Where do they go? It's one of the great unsolved mysteries of our time, up there with the Bermuda Triangle and how do they get the caramel in the Caramilk bar. But instead of focusing on the negative, let's view this as a grand adventure. Perhaps our missing socks are off exploring the world, embarking on daring escapades, only to return to us when we least expect it, bearing tales of their travels. In the unmatched sock drawer, it's not a wasteland, it's a treasure trove of possibilities, a chance to express our creativity and embrace the beauty of imperfection. And the cost. We get to spend a small fortune over our lifetimes on these delightful things. And for what? For the privilege of having them cushion our every step, keeping our feet cozy and comfortable, and adding a splash of personality to our outfits. It's like we're investing in our own happiness one pair at a time. Did you know that the world's largest sock manufacturer is in a place called Datang in China? They produce something like 40% of all the world's socks. I imagine it's a place filled with mountains of the damn things, a veritable sock paradise. But perhaps the most wonderful thing about socks is our collective acceptance of their necessity. We get to put them on every day without question. Like the lucky bastards we are, we get to experience the simple joy of slipping our feet into a soft, warm embrace, a tiny moment of comfort in a chaotic world. We've been blessed with the gift of socks, people. And let's not forget sock etiquette. Apparently, there are guidelines about what color socks you're supposed to wear with what kind of shoes and trousers. It's a delightful opportunity to add a touch of sophistication to our lives. I say, let's embrace the glory of the sock. Let our feet rejoice in their cozy companions. Let them feel the sweet embrace of cotton, the luxurious caress of wool, maybe not the scratchy ones your grandmother knitted you that one year, but still, let's celebrate the humble sock. Let's cast off our inhibitions and embrace the glorious, unencumbered joy of well-dressed feet. Thank you, and for God's sake, let's all take a moment to appreciate the sheer awesomeness of socks. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe.
You know by now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. By now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. Where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast. Come join us fast. Tune in right now. Got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast. Come join us fast.